This episode is brought to you by Hidden Valley Guardians. Com, a local watchdog blog focused on neighborhood safety, civic engagement, and Boca Raton community issues. Today's episode, Hidden Valley's Dangerous Cell Coverage Gap, a resident's plea for Boca Raton to act. Residents of Boca Raton's Hidden Valley neighborhood are facing a serious and persistent threat to their safety: unreliable cell phone reception, and the near disappearance of traditional landline options. As more households, especially seniors, move away from landlines, and the city continues to delay or reject critical new cell tower installations, many homes are left with no reliable way to contact emergency services. For longtime resident John Fischer and many of his neighbors, this situation is more than just inconvenient, it's dangerous. In the letter below, John outlines the daily risks caused by this communication gap and urges Boca Raton city leaders to prioritize public safety over aesthetics by approving life-saving infrastructure. Letter to Mayor Scott Singer and City Council. Dear Mayor Scott Singer, I'm writing to express serious concern about the ongoing lack of reliable cell phone service in parts of Boca Raton, particularly Hidden Valley. As a 74-year-old resident who has lived at 330 Prairie Rose Lane since 1992, I often experience less than 1 bar of coverage, making it difficult or impossible to communicate during emergencies. Reliable mobile coverage is no longer a luxury. It is a lifeline, especially for senior citizens like myself. Without it, we are left vulnerable during 911 calls, natural disasters, or health crises. Unfortunately, the city's repeated delays and rejections of proposed cell tower installations have left large parts of Hidden Valley dangerously underserved. While protecting the visual character of our neighborhoods is important, it cannot outweigh public safety. Delayed emergency response, dropped 911 calls, and communication failures are not hypothetical. They are life-threatening risks faced daily by residents. To make matters worse, landlines, once a reliable fallback, are vanishing. Fewer than 30% of households in Boca Raton still maintain one, and many companies no longer offer traditional installation. That leaves residents with no reliable fallback, especially during power outages. This is not about dropped calls or slow texts. It's about whether residents can reach emergency help when it matters most. I urge the city to approve and install new cell towers in underserved areas like Hidden Valley, explore ways to restore or support landline access for vulnerable residents, re-evaluate the balance between aesthetic concerns and the public's right to reliable communication. For more information, I encourage you to review our community coverage, Hidden Valley Guardians. com/1 bar from danger. Why Hidden Valley needs better cell service. Sincerely, John Fischer. Why this matters for Hidden Valley: emergency access. Residents may be unable to call 911 when it matters most. Senior vulnerability. Older adults and those with limited mobility are at higher risk. Blocked solutions. Concerns over unsightly towers are delaying life-saving infrastructure. Community impact. Speaking up shows this is a widespread, urgent issue. Some common questions about cell coverage in Hidden Valley. Why is cell phone coverage so poor in Hidden Valley, Boca Raton? Repeated city delays and rejections of new tower proposals have left many neighborhoods with weak signal strength. Aesthetic concerns have often outweighed urgent public safety needs. How does poor cell service affect emergency access? Residents often have less than 1 bar of signal, making it difficult to reach 911 during emergencies. This puts everyone at risk, especially seniors and vulnerable populations. Are landline phones still available as a backup? Fewer than 30% of households in Boca Raton still have landlines. And many telecom providers no longer offer new installations. During power outages, this leaves no reliable fallback. Who is most at risk? Older adults, people with limited mobility, and anyone needing immediate access to emergency services. Why hasn't the city approved new cell towers? The city has often prioritized concerns about the appearance of new towers over the pressing need for better coverage. This has led to repeated delays in critical infrastructure approval. What can residents do to help? Contact city officials, share your experiences with neighbors, and raise awareness through community blogs or social media. For updates and contact info, visit Hidden Valley Guardians. Thanks for listening to The Velvet Funnel, where civic grit meets investor gain. To learn more about neighborhood safety, infrastructure gaps, and local action in Boca Raton, visit Hidden Valley Guardians. Stay tuned for more voices, stories, and strategies from Hidden Valley to wherever power quietly shifts.